Hello and welcome back to Let's Get Kids Coding Now with Kate Hassey. Today we're going to talk about my steps for success for teaching algorithms to little minds. So in the last video, I went over my steps for success for teaching big concepts to little minds, and I'm going to show you how it applies to each concept, starting with algorithms, because that's where every computer program begins with an algorithm. So we're going to make the connection. We're going to talk about how we use song and dance. We're going to talk about how students will explain and define for a prize, how we make practice fun, and finally how we repeat in the beginning of every class. Okay, so an algorithm is a set of directions. So we're going to make the connection. Every kid knows what directions are. They're given directions all day long by their parents, by their teachers, probably just by you a second ago. Like, you have 30 silent seconds to go sit in your chair. 10, 9, 8, like, that's it. So all day long, they're given directions. So you just ask them, what are directions? They tell you, like, can you give me a set of directions for putting on your shoes and socks? And a couple of them give them to you. And then you're like, I have a set of directions for how I get ready in the morning. And then after that, you talk about another word for a set of directions is algorithm. Everybody want to say algorithm? Use song and dance. This is so important. The kids want to have fun. This is part of the fun. They love, love, love to sing. I found that out a few years ago. If you can add a song and something they could sing along to, they will be happy. And this algorithm owl song, like my kindergartners super remembered. And if they were like, what's an algorithm? I just went back to the song and played it. And they're like, oh, okay. A set of directions. List of steps. Set of directions. I just found this one, Pharrell Williams. Happy algorithms. Algorithms make you happy. I would use this one for my second and third graders, and this is for my kindergarten and first graders. Ask students to explain and define for a prize. Okay, so I am really big on motivating students with prizes, because they, like, you ask them a question, they'll look at you. They don't have any intrinsic reason to answer your question or participate unless you give them one. So I love Dojo because that's a candy-free prize, and the kids love getting Dojos. I hear in the ding. If you don't have Dojo at your school, Skittles work fantastically. Okay, I don't like to give out a whole lot of candy, but like Skittles, one Skittle for every time you ask a question, total of 3 in a class. You didn't get too much sugar, and they really will work for those Skittles. Okay, so I do think, pair, shares after the sing along. Have them tell each other what an algorithm is. How them then tell them to think about it for 30 seconds, and then tell their neighbor. And then you're going to come back and you're going to ask the pairs what an algorithm is. Eventually ask every single one in the class what an algorithm is, and you give every single kid in the class a prize. Practice and make it fun. So I used to teach algorithms for 1 week, because it's just a set of directions, right? And then I used to just repeat it in every class. But with the pandemic, I needed to stretch my lessons out a little bit more. And because there's stuff that I couldn't do to teach the kids because we weren't in school, and I didn't have my robots and stuff like that. So stretching out the lessons, I had them practice algorithms for a whole month. And my students, by the end of the month, were explaining to me in their own words what an algorithm is. So I'm going to say to you, do it for a month. Practice, 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 and make it fun. I had all kinds of fun ways, making paper airplanes. I copy and paste, like cut and paste. So have students like put like how you plant a seed and put the order in cut and paste. How you get dressed and shoes and socks, order and cut and paste for like the younger kids. Simon Says for the younger kids. I had them get think, pair, share a 3-step dance, like create your own algorithm dance. I had everybody do that. They all love that one. There's this really fun video about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. There's parents, this dad has these kids write an algorithm for making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it's hysterical. So they fail miserably. It's funny watching the dad trying to follow their algorithms, and the kids love it, and teach them about perfecting algorithms. Repeat step 3. So in every beginning of every class, I repeat, think, pair, share, what is an algorithm? I have the kids tell me. I give everyone a prize for knowing what an algorithm is.